participate. We will start with the World Wide Web. Christos, tip us off.
Hello, Kelsey. Congratulations on the win, first of all. That win in dominant way that you won tonight, what does it mean about the culture that you would like to establish as a team?
I don't know if it means much. To be honest, like this season, we've been at home a lot, and so we haven't really been tested. And then, going on the road, felt like we didn't come out with a great start, but we got better as, we went along. We're down some people, so we're still trying to figure things out. But I was just proud of the way we rallied. I thought our defense was tremendous in the second half and got the win.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's go to A Miracle Marketing.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
How did it feel to be selected as your first All-Star?
Oh, you know what? I'm not there yet. Mentally, it's a game at a time. I feel like you have to be present. I feel like you have to be really just focused on the next game. And this league is so good, you can't get carried away in that type of stuff. So I'm really just focused on, was it Dallas? Play Dallas next?
Yep.
Gotta go get them in Dallas. That's it.
Thank you.
Mr. Duncan.
Hi, Kelsey. Obviously, you've had a great offensive season so far. In terms of the offense overall this year, what is your comfort level in the new system?
Okay, you hurt my feelings. I don't think I've had a great offensive season. I think I've had a great season.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I know
My
it's hard to
apologies.
give credit on both sides of the ball, because I'm not blocking shots and stealing the ball, but I think I've been pretty solid defensively. Okay, so that's all I'll say about that.
And let's go to the room.
Just, picking up on the offensive side for a second, how have you and Chelsea been able to figure out just the way to distribute the point guard duties, so to speak, so easily?
She's the brain. I think for me, I really lean on her heavily to, make a lot of the reads. I'm a beneficiary of that. And she's calling plays and she's looking at matchups and she's thinking, and, I think that helps me get in a rhythm, and I kind of piggyback off of that. But we lean a lot on her experience, not just offensively, but defensively, what she's calling on the floor, matchups. So she's definitely the brain. And I would just say sometimes, I try to punch him in the gut a little bit. I try to get my neurons firing, but naturally, I think that she's a big reason of why I'm able to just play, not really, worry as much about running the team. I think she gets us in a rhythm. And then from there, I try to take the rhythm and take it another notch up.
Congrats on the win. You guys have been successful in the last two meetings against Liz Campbell, somebody you guys are familiar with. What has been the secret to that success as far as just being able to neutralize her and be able to run your style of defense?
Well, I just think it's Becky's philosophy and how we're aggressive and we don't play behind. You can't play behind someone like her. She's too good. So I think that we did a great job of not just her, but on NECA. And I think throughout the season, our post players have been tremendous. I mean, I don't know why Asia is not the heavy front runner for Defensive Player of the Year in terms of the way that she's guarding fives, getting in front, blocking shots, stuff like that. Here she is right now. And Jiggy said, they wanted one at a time. So here we are.
Come on in, ladies.
Quick follow-up. Becky says she's trying to establish a culture with you all, and especially what happened in the fourth quarter. You guys picking up there was some no call there, but
Yeah.
how did you all maintain your composure to be able to finish out the mission at the end and get the win?
Well, I think we're competitive, so we're not playing the score, we're playing to get better. And I think there was frustration, not from just her, but from me. And I think for the team, I feel like a lot of times people aren't playing the score, whether that be people reffing the game or the other team. And so we're trying to play the game. We're trying to get better on possessions. And I feel like that competitive culture permeates throughout our team. I mean, we're all competing. We're all competing on every possession, regardless of the score. I think you saw that tonight. So yeah, I feel good about it.
Back row, anything? All right, we will let Ms. Plum go.
We're not from here.
Yeah, that's it, right.
Thanks, Kelsey. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And Mr. Emerson, go ahead and start us off.
I actually have a question for both of you. Asia, 13 points in the first quarter. How early did you know it was going to be one of those nights?
Oh, every time I shoot the basketball, I wanted to be one of those nights. That's just my mindset. But the ball was just going through the hoop. Like I said before, I had a rough couple games. I wasn't performing well for my team, so I definitely needed to show up this game, and that's what I was focusing on. My mentality this whole week off was just trying to be ready and efficient for my team, and I'm glad that the basketball guys were on my side tonight.
And De'Erica Hamby, the shooter. Becky talked about it earlier this year. She said that she could see the hesitation when it came to you shooting the long ball. Wasn't any hesitation today. Can you just talk about your growth in this offense and kind of the leeway that she's kind of giving you?
I've had a mental roadblock the last few weeks. So it was nice to kind of feel like I can get my confidence back tonight. And I've really just been waiting to see if you go in. So I'm hoping this will be the jump start of me shooting the ball well. But my teammates have still been encouraging me to shoot it, even when I've been airballing so much in practice and when I do my little warm up. So it felt good to finally see the ball go in. Like every time I've been making a three, I just been like, thank God. So yeah.
TC?
Hey D, on that with the three, it seems like again you're not hesitating, that you feel just a lot more confident in taking that shot. Is that part of the system, just part of you just saying, hey, I got confidence in making that shot?
The crazy thing is, in the off season, that's all I worked on. So in the beginning of the season, when I felt like I was struggling in this last few weeks, Asia, I shot the ball. That's all I shot was threes this off season. So I've worked on it because Becky told me when she signed here, when she became coach, that we were going to take a lot of threes. So I worked on it. That's all I worked on. So I'm happy to see the ball go through.
And in Asia, kind of following up with that, the offense is flowing and it just seems like it's getting better and better, each game. Talk a little bit about the comfortability that you guys are really feeling with each other now.
I mean, our offense really comes from our defense. When I look at our losses, it was because we weren't ourselves on the defensive end, which then meant that we just couldn't get into the flow of things on the offensive side. So today, I think, like KP was saying, we don't play for anyone else. We play for ourselves. And I think today we got into a groove of it on the defensive end, which then led us to be pretty decent on the offensive side. So, I mean, I can credit all of us for putting the ball in the hoop, but at the end of the day, it starts on the defensive side. And I think that we bring each and every last one of us brings something different. And that's what you need just to complete a possession in our league. So I'm happy where we are defensively, and the offense is going to be there.
Should us in the media be banging the drum for you for Defensive Player of the Year? Should we start that right now?
You can if you want to. I'm chilling either way.
You got it. Thanks, ladies.
Matthew?
Hey, ladies. Asia, you talked about how the last couple had been playing up to your expectations. Was there something you did in this 6 days off that sort of helped you get back into a more natural rhythm, or was it just something about tonight where the shots were going in?
It was a mixture. Sometimes there'll be days where I would really lock in on it, watch games, watch basketball, watch old basketball. And then some days I'll just completely disassociate myself with the game, just to give myself just a mental relief. I think I was just being really, really hard on myself, and I don't necessarily need that. So I've had a lot of talks with my dad, just trying to get his input. But at the end of the day, he was just like, go out there and play. And that's what it all came down to. So I'm glad that I was able to show up for my team, because I definitely have not been doing that.
Anything for Amaya before we let her go to sleep? No? Go ahead.
Hey, Asia, you talk about what Kelsey was saying about defensive player. Yeah, you've been out to handle your business, especially against the bigs. Does that kind of concern you or bother you, or does it even concern you at all about people not paying attention more to your defensive side of the ball instead of your offense?
We used to this.
Yeah, like at the end of the
last 3 years,
day,
we've been the #1 defensive team, and I don't think we've had one player on all teams.
yeah, like it doesn't really bother
crazy.
me. I'm just trying to be there for my teammates. I make sure that I communicate with them and understand that I'm gonna be there regardless. But it is tough. I'm playing a lot more bigger women than I probably had to guard in a while. But I'm just mentally preparing myself for that every single day. It's my assignment, and making sure that my teammates know I'm there. So it doesn't really bother me. I still got to do my job.
Just speaking defensively, you guys are such an active, aggressive defensive team. Usually, how do you keep that level of activity going when you play so much zone?
That's the hard part of it. Is when you play a zone, you got to rebound, you have to talk. And that was the thing that we were saying today, is just we got to talk out of it. And I think that's really key in communicating with one another. And I think we're blessed enough to have a core that's been together, that's played alongside each other. So we literally just going off of reads. But like KP would say, if she was here, we some dogs at the end of the day, and we're gonna scrap. We're gonna scrap regardless, and have fun while doing it.
Anything for the back row?
I know every great team says that they still have things to work on, and everybody's pretty scared of you guys right now. But what do you need to work on? The season's long, and how do you stay focused on what you on the goal at the end of the season?
Gotta take better care of the ball.
Yes.
In important stretches.
Yes, and closing out games.
Mhm.
I mean, this game, okay, but when you look at our losses, or when you even look at some of our wins, the Chicago's, the Cons, like they just kept inching closer, closer, closer. And we really have to work on that, because when we get in a series and those games is just going up with the ball, is just playing whatever the ball goes, we got to learn how to close our games a lot better and handling pressure. So I think those are top two things that we really need to focus on.
One more?
Yeah, Asia, was this the best first half you played this year or in the last couple of years?
Yeah, and I don't even
22 and
think,
8.
yeah, like I don't even think, honestly, just not even by the numbers. I think on both sides of the basketball, I felt good. And that's really big time for me, because I normally don't feel good on the defensive side, or
You
vice versa.
were dominant.
Thank you.
You
Thank
play
you.
like that, I mean.
Thank
you.
Let's give it an MVP.
Speechless.
Thank you. Thank
Can I
you.
get one more?
Sure.
Derek, Becky had mentioned that even with the sacrifice this year in terms of scoring, I guess tonight's not a great example of that. But how do you see her still impact like every possession while she's on the court, even if she's not taking as many shots?
I mean, the defense is schemed around her at the end of the day, which opens up the floor for everybody else. And when you see the 3 ball go in, it opens up for her, and then vice versa. So we know everybody on this team is a threat, but people still game plan around how to stop Asia Wilson. So.
Thank you, ladies. We'll let you get to the bus so you can take the
Thank you.
4-hour
Thank you,
coach
guys.
to Las Vegas. We'll be back in action on Wednesday,
Road trip.
Dallas, 10 a.m. Pacific.